If you don't get inspired by that, if you don't get chills, I mean, I've literally got chills. That represents every single American that isn't privileged enough to get millions of dollars for pretending to be other people or playing a sport. I just saw this video from an individual named Gary Lamb, and Gary Lamb uploaded a video dedicating it to Tim Pool, thanking Tim Pool for all of his hard work. And I think Tim Pool's great. I watch Tim Pool just like a lot of you, and pretty much anybody with common sense watches Tim Pool. And Mr. Lamb was thanking Tim Pool for educating him and showing him, waking him up to a lot of different things. And this video is not about Tim Pool, though. This video is about Gary Lamb, because Gary Lamb represents the everyday hardworking American out there. Gary Lamb is the American dream. Gary Lamb is someone that we should all aspire to be like. Not someone like LeBron James. Not someone like Colin Kaepernick. Not some of these people that are professional victims. Gary Lamb represents the average, everyday working person. He reminds me a lot of me, because I worked so many retail jobs, delivery jobs, so many different jobs, just trying to build Geeks and Gamers, trying to build my platform. And I am lucky enough at this point in time to have an amazing team and an amazing brand, but it came with hard work and dedication. When I saw this video from this individual, it blew me away, because he's talking about the everyday person out there, and he represents the American dream. And this is why Donald Trump needs to be reelected. This is why we need to have more of Donald Trump, because of people like this individual right here. We're going to watch it. I'm going to start it around the 3-minute mark. He was in his truck, and it was while he was working, and he took a few minutes to show what he does every single day. The hard work that he's out there doing. He's grinding just so he can pay his bills, just so he can continue to keep his credit good and support his family. And he's telling you that Donald Trump is the man that we all need to be voting for. Gary Lamb represents all of us. Let's check this out right here.
See that? That is all the shit that I gotta move today. I gotta move all this. These bags of flour, and they go all the way back. You see? They go all the way back. As a matter of fact, let me get in the truck.
I know how it is, man. I know how it is.
So you can see this. See this bag of flour? See that? I have to move all this shit. Okay? We got 50 here. We have 25 here. We have another 18 down here and another 15 here. Right? All this has to be moved. And I can't tell you how many of these are. You see all that? All this. Every one of these bags are 50 pounds. Okay? Then we have these eggs. 30 dozens of eggs, right? You see how far down it goes? Okay? See? We got almost what? We got 18, we got 17, 4, so that's 21, and then we have another, yeah, so we have 21 boxes of these eggs right here. Then we got all this extra shit. Then we have these cream cheeses right here. You see these? See these boxes? These are 50 pounds as well. I got 13 of those. Again, this is a light day, right? This is tuna fish, right? This is tuna. These right here, 50 pounds. Light day, remember? These right here, I have almost, 1, 2, 3. I got about 12 and 15 of those I got to move. All 15 pounds. I mean 50 pounds, right? I got to move all this shit by hand. You feel me? All this shit got to be moved by hand. Granted, we got a dolly, so it's, it's not big of a deal. But this is a light day for me. I get paid $120 a day to do this shit. And this is a light day. And after that, I gotta go straight over, go home, jump in the bed, get a quick nap, and then I gotta go and do Amazon Flex. Okay?
$120 a day. Yet LeBron James, who's worth $500 million, is consistently telling you how he's victimized in America. And here this hard-working patriot is $120 a day doing real work, doing actual work, grinding for his family. But LeBron wants to tell you how much he's a victim. Pathetic.
That's how I live my life. This is work for me. This is work. This is what I got to do. All right? And I struggled doing dumb shit like this most of my fucking life. I struggled doing all kinds of shit, wiping people asses, wiping their noses, and all this other stuff, taking crap out of their butt because they crap on themselves because they can't control themselves. Because I used to deal with the mental and physically disabled. I used to have to do all that just to have good credit. Just to rebuild my credit. That's it. It took me 10 years to build my credit. 10 years to get where I'm at today. I'm almost 40 years old. I'm 39. I just hit 39 years old. And all I can say is I got good credit. I don't own no house. I don't have no money in the bank. And that's because of COVID, because I was doing pretty good. But I realized that was because of Trump. The reason I was doing pretty good last year because of Trump. Because the Democrats never gave me shit. Not a fucking thing. Up until January 1st this year, I was unemployed for 8 months because I lost my ability to work at fucking Uber because my goddamn mirror got jocked up. They deactivated my car, and I didn't have $500 to fix my mirror, so I was stuck. They wouldn't help me. Nobody else would help me. Unemployment wouldn't help me. I was stuck, and I was able to dig myself out and still hold on to my credit, which was a blessing. And it was a blessing. I can't tell you how I did it, but I did it. To me, Trump is a freaking godsend. To me, Trump is what is life. To me, Trump is a second chance. Sorry about that if you didn't hear me. To me, Trump is a second chance. So when you say I'm like, nah, dude, he's way more than that. He's way more than that. You see, I don't have the luxury to worry about freaking Roe versus Wade. I don't have the luxury to worry about that. I'm too busy trying to keep my family fed to think about that.
That is exactly what I've been saying for so long. All of these fucking celebrities get up there and run their mouth about a bunch of shit that no normal thinking American, no hardworking American is worried about. People, normal people like Gary, normal people like you, normal people do not worry about all of this stupid shit. They're worried about working, paying their bills, and helping to put food on the table for their family. And we got all of these privileged athletes making hundreds of millions of dollars wanting to preach down to the normal everyday people from a moral superiority standpoint because they're so much better than us to tell us how hard their life is. LeBron James with his $500 million wants to continue to tell us how tough his life is. Fuck LeBron James. I'm so tired of all of these celebrities and these athletes and these overpaid media personalities trying to tell us how hard their life is. We don't have time to worry about all of the shit that they want to preach about because normal, everyday, hardworking people are worried about their day-to-day process to put food on the table for their families. This man right here represents all of us.
And for the first goddamn time in my life, I actually see a way out. I see a way out. Something I've never seen before. I see a way out, man. And just that little bit of hope is enough for me to have a fire in my belly, powerful to freaking charge the goddamn world, man. I'm ready to take over, but if Biden gets in the office, man, I don't know what I'm going to do. So I'm saying thank you to you because you unlocked me, and I'm sure you unlocked a lot of people. There is a silent majority out there, man. I talk to them every day. I just came out of, I went to I work for mostly Arabs, right? I went to an Arab place, right? And I asked him, who are you voting for? You know, it's safe. Who is he for? He said, Trump. And I was like, I hugged him so hard. He was like, hey, I was like, I'm sorry. It's just, I'm so excited to hear you say that because I was nervous. Because all I see is Biden signs everywhere I go. And I'm like, please, Lord, don't let this guy win. You know what I'm saying?
Getting chills, man.
But there is a silent majority out there. I talked to them. They're workers like me who didn't care about politics, didn't even think about politics, didn't want to talk about politics. I got people that I work with on a daily basis saying, yo, man, we got to do something. Thank you, man. Thank you for unlocking me. Thank you for unlocking other people. Because had I stayed asleep, ain't no telling what would have happened, man. Ain't no telling. I just want to say thank you, man. I know this video is long as hell, but I needed to show you this so you can see this is what I'm fighting for. Just to be able to take care of my family. I'm fighting for my family. I'm voting for my family. And I'm voting for black people like me trying to do the same damn thing. There are black people out here that don't want to turn to crime. They don't want to do bad things. They don't want to do horrible things. I'm one of those men. God knows with the shit that went on in my life, there's no fucking way I should be in jail right now for what happened to me. I've been jumped, I've been molested, I've been robbed, I've had all kinds of crazy shit happen to me, left for dead, and I still decided to choose the right damn path. So it's possible. Keep doing what you do, man. I appreciate you.
That is awesome, dude. If you don't get inspired by that, if you don't get chills, I mean, I've literally got chills. That represents every single American that isn't privileged enough to get millions of dollars for pretending to be other people or playing a sport. Now, again, to be clear, I have never had a problem, and I'm a sports fan. I have a sports channel, so I don't have a problem with the athletes making the type of money they make. That it is what it is. Okay, the market determines the market. But I do have a problem when all of these athletes or these Hollywood actors continue to try and preach to normal, everyday Americans about how hard their lives are. That is where the problem comes into play. And what I have been saying for all of these years, again, that I feel like I connected this guy so much because for so many years I worked my ass off in retail, dead-end jobs. I had delivery jobs where I was delivering overnight to corner stores and convenience stores. And at 3 o'clock in the morning, when there's no one out and you see some shady people and you have a delivery truck full of money, it's terrifying. It is very, very intimidating. And you're on that grind and you're just trying to do what you got to do. And I was questioned for so many years. Jeremy, why don't you get a real job? Well, you need to stop worrying about building this, geeks and gamers thing. It's just a hobby. It's not going to take you anywhere. For all those years, I was questioned, but I stayed on that grind, making, barely above minimum wage and not knowing, how I was going to, pay my bills the next week. It's a struggle. And that's where this dude's at. And he's on that grind. And that represents everybody. That represents the hardworking, everyday American right there. And it is a fucking beautiful thing. And I love it. So, shout out to Gary Lamb. Shout out to Tim Pool, obviously. And shout out to the silent majority because we're out there. People are out there. And they're tired of it. And they see what's going on. They see through the BS of the Hollywood elites and the sport elites. They see through the nonsense. And there's only one choice this November. There's only one choice. And you just look at the job that Trump has done. He has been the greatest president of my lifetime. And no one is even close because he's willing to do the things that no one else is willing to do. He's willing to stand up against the nonsense that no one else is willing to stand up against. And he truly is making America great, and he is going to keep America great. So again, I love this video. Shout out to Gary Lamb. You guys have a great day. I'll leave a link to his channel in the pinned post, and we will talk to you later.